On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant stay.
This morning, and a really cool big sign. I just learned that this is new. They just got this up, but we're at Mountain Home. We are checking out some cool things at the farmer's market with a really cool guy giving away some free Bibles. So, it'll be a good day. So, at the local open farmer's market, all kinds of stuff around. Fresh eggs for $4.
I'm up and moving.
Sorry, excuse me. So we came to the farmer's market today, and got a guy here that's got a pretty cool setup going on. He's selling soaps, but he's also got free Bibles. So he's giving away some free Bibles. It's called Praise and Joy Incorporated. So I think he's got a pretty good thing going on here. What's your name, bud?
I'm Bill, and the reason we sell the soaps is because the money from the soaps buys the Bibles.
That's really cool. I appreciate you. God bless.
You too. Thank you.
We have an escaped Crawdad.
Quit.
Quit. Too slow to get to you, I promise.
And also, I'll snap it in half before it gets to you.
Escaped Crawdad.
Get out from the hole.
There's a hole?
He got out of the top.
Yeah.
He crawled out of the top hole right there.
All right, little filler.
So it is it's 9 o'clock, and it's still really daylight outside. Like it may be a little bit later than 9 o'clock, but out back the sun's still up. So but anywho, Jazzy and I are getting ready for bed. Gonna look through our home group book, so stay tuned. Okay, so going into chapter 2 of Take Heart. I know our home group did chapter 2 yesterday, and I didn't get to read it, so I'm gonna have a look at it tonight and then just kind of give my thoughts about it. I'm finding this a very interesting read. My folks and I have conversation constantly about some of the stuff that this guy's talking about. Like my dad grew up Catholic, and my brother and I grew up in a Methodist church. And while a lot of good things came from our upbringings, all three of us, it was like, for me anyway, when we were going to the Methodist church, I was more or less checking off a box. There were some good things that came out of it. I had a really good mentor. I keep in touch with her. I still feel like she's a mentor in my life. One of the best people to come into my life. But mostly Sundays was like checking off a box. I never had a pastor who really and truly I felt like preached from the Bible. Never gave me a way to apply any of it to my own life. And that was the gap between me and Jesus, basically. I always believed, but the relationship part wasn't there. And I feel like that's what this guy's kind of getting at. That even people in the 21st century who believe and who go to church, that's all they're doing is going to church. And they believe in Jesus kind of in the back of their minds. I do believe, though, that what he says is right, that we're in the right place. As Christians, like, we are totally in the place that we're supposed to be to bring up Christianity like full force. Sorry, my hair keeps getting in my way because of the ceiling fan running at full blast, because it's really, really hot here during the day. And there was a part that I really liked. Let me see if I can get my camera set up good here. It was on, there's a couple parts actually that, let's see, page 25. It's about the way that the churches worked, that there were clergy and then your lay person, just your ordinary Christian, and that the professionals were paid to do the church stuff and everyone else's job was to show up. And that's still really the case. We had an encounter with somebody we used to go to church with, someone we really love, and she mentioned giving something to our church and wanted to know who would be there during the day, not realizing that our church doesn't operate that way. Like, that there's not a daily office staff like you find at most churches. So that's why I found that interesting. The next one, I think, was on page 29. That, like, Jack talks about this sort of thing, where some people just kind of go to church because it makes them feel good about their life, and like they've checked off their box, they've done their good deed for the week. And I feel like North Point really does well with being sincere about, like, the mission is not to fill the church, it's more to bring the ones who come to church to Jesus. That, like, whether it's 2 or 200, it doesn't matter. They each get the same huge celebration. So I feel like that's on the right path. Instead of it being a feel-good place that has a lot of fun things for your kids, and that has the box that you check off every week. I feel that it's more about serving God and bringing people to Jesus, and that's what we're here for. So that's just kind of my take on our home group bug. I feel that I always think so wrong or so different from everyone else, but that's just my thoughts. You can, take them for what it's worth and compare them to your own. So yeah, it's all you. Thanks for watching. Bye.